Good afternoon. This is Alan Weinkrantz. I'm here in San Antonio with Monika Maekle, VP of New Media at BusinessWire. Good afternoon, Monika.
Hey there.
Monika, you know, we are in some interesting economic times right now, and I'm very much of the belief that companies still need wire services like yours to get the news out. Tell me some good ways that a company might be able to perhaps scale back or save a little money, yet still leverage the resources of an organization and the reach such as BusinessWire.
Well, that's a great question, Alan, and you're right that even in the downturn, it's probably even more important than ever to stay on the radar screen. And I think in this new environment that we're in, where there's so much content, it's harder and harder to kind of stand out and bust through the clutter and be seen. So one of the great things about using press releases for that is that they can really act as professional direction givers in cyberspace. And one of the ways that you can save money right now on your press releases are to scale down your circuit choices a little bit, maybe be a little more judicious about what you put on the wire, and have some really hard news to announce. And think about your choices between the push distribution of something like BusinessWire, maybe the pull distribution like Eon. But within your press release, you can do a lot of things too as well, to put in links that can drive traffic to specific pages, use lots of robust formatting that are going to catch the attention of the search engines, and maybe even if you have the budget for it, to occasionally add photos and multimedia, which give you more chances to be found in the new the new search engines of Google with images, maps, and graphics.
Okay. One of the things that I sometimes have to battle with my own clients is that, we have news and they'll say, well, we don't need a wire service anymore. We can just put things on Twitter. We can put things on our blog. You can send pitches directly to journalists. Why use a wire service, and more importantly, the differentiator between a regular wire service and a paid wire service like BusinessWire?
Well, I think that you have to do all those things that you mentioned: Twitter, blogging, Facebook, all that good stuff. But the fact is, and if you blog, and I know you have, you can slap something on your website, and if nobody knows it's there, it's not going to get seen. So what press releases do so well, and we just see it time and again, is they can point eyeballs to a specific web page. So if you use your press releases as almost an organic search tool, it's going to be seen on thousands of websites in cyberspace, directing traffic back to your site. There's no arguing with the impact that can have. And as far as there's a lot of sort of startup wires, call themselves wires.
Right.
It's hard to argue with free, but we like to say you get what you pay for.
Or I say free has a cost too.
Free does have a cost. BusinessWire's been around for a long time, 45 years and counting, and you don't get to dump content into the New York Times, the Wall Street Journal, Bloomberg, Dow Jones, Reuters, IDG, and all these places that we feed content to without having good content that is vetted and viable, and having a reputation that allows you that kind of access.
Okay, So Monika, right now we're actually looking at your newsroom. So getting online at BusinessWire is not just a matter of pushing buttons. You actually go through an editorial process and review process, correct?
That's correct. The press releases are sent into a queue, and they're then directed to the local newsroom from where the client is based. And of course, that's all contingent upon that client having filled in a membership application where we could verify that indeed the client sending that information is representing the company they claim to represent, because there have been instances, as you've heard about, where there's been misrepresentation of the facts, and it could affect stock prices or reputation or all kinds of things.
Right.
So the press release comes in, the editors take a look at it for content and style, and try to make sure people don't embarrass themselves with typos, and check the links, put it in BusinessWire style, and then when they get everything ready to go, they send it back to the client for a look. A client can have copy approval if they choose, and then once everything's checked out and we know that in fact it's a valid press release, we send it out and push the button, and it's simultaneously sent to the media, investment community, trade pubs, online, Nexus, Lexus, and everywhere else.
Okay, well, thank you very much. Good. How do people find you on the internet? Go to
www.businesswire.com.
Great. Thanks for your time this afternoon.
You're welcome.